Hello, my name is Chirag Suvarna. I am working as a senior cybersecurity analyst here at CyberSapiens. I am a certified ethical hacker as well as a certified SOC analyst, and I handle all the client projects with related to Security Operations Center. So since I already mentioned about Security Operations Center, let's have a look at what this domain is all about. So Security Operations Center, that is SOC. So SOC is nothing but a domain, or even this domain can be considered as a backbone of cybersecurity, because this is one such domain where the analysts they are going to involve, they're going to detect. They're the ones who are responsible for detecting, analyzing, and responding to the cybersecurity incident that happens on a day-to-day basis. Now, the main reason for this particular domain is that the main agenda is to secure the organization's infrastructure, their sensitive data, by using a specialized combination of tactics that is called as the people, process, as well as the technology. Next, we will discuss about the tools that are used on a day-to-day basis in this Security Operations Center domain. So we have LogRhythm, and then we have Google Chronicle. Similarly, we have Security Onion, then we have ArcSight, as well as we have Wazuh. Then we have ELK stack, and then we have Suricata, that is the IDS. Then we have OSSIM. Also, we are good at Microsoft Sentinel. We have AlienVault OSSIM, and comparing to the global-wise used softwares, we have Splunk as well as IBM QRadar. So these are the tools that are used on a day-to-day basis in the Security Operations Center domain. Next, we will understand how the Security Operations Center architecture works. As you can see, we have multiple endpoint devices. We have host-based sensors as well as network sensors, also the cloud sensors. So these are all the endpoint devices that we have. And also we have one such called as SIEM, also called as Security Information as well as Event Management, the centralized platform that is used by the SOC team. So let me explain you how the scenario works here. Normally, this is all about the log analysis part. So initially, the logs will be taken from all the endpoint devices, maybe cloud, host-based, or even the network, and it will be taken into one centralized platform that is called as the SIEM or the SIEM. So the role of SIEM is that it will be used to aggregate the logs in a very organized way. So that is where the concept of log parsing comes into picture. And then the role comes of the SOC user. So what does a SOC user does? SOC user uses a specialized tool, which could be Splunk, QRadar, or any other of the Security Operations Center tools. So these are integrated with the same solutions. So whatever the logs that are ingested from the endpoint devices will be completely parsed, and the SOC analyst will be able to perform a detailed log analysis where his job is to identify the suspicious activity or any suspicious incident that has taken place, and then he is the one who is going to respond to those particular incident and submit the report to the respective client. So this is the entire hierarchy of the Security Operations Center domain. So now we will discuss about the skill sets that are required for a SOC analyst profile. So we have two different sets of skills that are required. One is the technical skills and another is the soft skills. So first we will discuss about the technical skills. In technical skills, the first thing that a SOC analyst should be knowing is about understanding of the log. So that is where log analysis and intrusion detection comes into play. So log analysis is a procedure where he needs to go through the entire raw data set, and then he is going to identify the suspicious pattern, whatever with related to the incident that has taken place. The next technical skills that is required is about the incident response. The moment any incident has been detected, immediately the job of a SOC analyst is to respond to that particular incident by raising a ticket. So once the ticket has been raised, the incident will be flagged off, and then they will look into all the suspicious indicator. They'll analyze the pattern, and then they're going to come up with a solution to the incident that has taken place. Third skill set is about the risk management. So how severe is the risk? What is the priority? So based on that, all the risk patterns will be analyzed, and the risk management will be done for the severe the incident that has been taken place. So that is the risk management. So we SOC analysts also need to have a strong understanding on the risk management as well. And the fourth technical skills is about having a very basic understanding about the networking as well as the cybersecurity fundamentals. So networking in the sense we need to have knowledge about the routers, switches, the basic fundamental about the protocols like TCP, UDP, how these packets work. All these knowledge needs to be known. And coming to the cybersecurity funnel, the core concept is about the CIA triad, how confidentiality works, integrity works, and the availability works in the cybersecurity domain. So these were all about the technical skills that one SOC analyst needs to hold. Talking about the soft skills, he needs to be a very good problem solver, because now the logs that we get are the raw data. In the sense, it's highly complicated to work on these raw data sets. So he should be in a position to understand the log, what set of log it is, and what exactly is the thing that is looking for in that particular scenario. So problem thinking is very important, and organizational skills. So he need to understand the overall organization's infrastructure, how it operates, how many servers are connected, what are the endpoint devices. Each and every core knowledge regarding to the infrastructure is necessity. Only then he'll be able to work on a better, at a very high level with regarding to these logs as well. Then talking about critical thinking, yes, critical thinking is a very important factor to be considered here, because even minute aspect, maybe a timestamp or maybe a specific event, is very important while you're working on the raw data set. And he should be in a position to not just stick to the automated solutions, he should be having a skill set of working manually with the raw data set as well. So critical thinking also plays a very important role here. So these are the overall technical as well as the soft skills that are required for a SOC analyst profile. Next, we will discuss about the job responsibilities. So when you enter into this particular SOC domain, what is your job responsibility? Let's have a look at that. So the first job responsibility is for you to monitor and analyze the security event. So since I already repeated this point, it's all about the log analysis part. You should be good at understanding how the logs come, from which endpoint devices you are gathering the log. You need to monitor it, analyze the log, and you should be in a position to flag the suspicious activity and escalate it into the next profile, that is the L2 profile. So that's about the first part. Next, your job responsibility is to, the moment you discover any suspicious activity, you have to immediately respond to that particular incident, which is again one of the important job responsibility. Next, you need to create and manage the dashboard. Now I would like to highlight why we need to create the dashboards here, because the raw format of data, even if you have performed analysis part, you should be able to explain the procedures to the client as well. Because now if your client is from a non-technical background and you are a technical analyst, you should be in a position to communicate the details to your client in a very simple and understanding manner. That is where dashboard comes into picture. And one more is about collaborating, because now it's like a team. We have VAPT team, we have GRC team, we have SOC team. So it's all about the combination of team. If anything is related to, let's say if there is a malware attack, then you should be in a position to take up the incident and immediately respond to the malware analyst team as well. So they'll be getting into this particular log, and then the analysis will be proceeded from there as well. So this team collaboration also plays a very important role as a SOC analyst profile. Next, you should be in a position to perform threat hunting. Now, what is threat hunting? Threat hunting in the sense, now we have a concept of threat intel feeds. So what are these threat intel feeds? Threat intel feeds are those previously occurred data. It will be taken as a data set. You will be comparing those previously occurred incidents. You'll be taking the core sources of that, and then you'll be implementing it for your current analysis part. This entire procedure is your threat hunting concept. So again, you should be good at performing threat hunting as well. So these are the overall job responsibilities if you are planning to get into the SOC domain as a security analyst or a SOC analyst. Next, we will discuss about the career advantages that we have. Why do you need to get into this particular profile? Well, there are quite good reasons for that. The first reason is about understanding the proficiency in using the SOC tools. So you should be having a very strong knowledge on the global softwares, which is your Splunk, IBM QRadar, ArcSight. So these are the softwares that we need to be much familiar with. So next is about as an interview perspective, now what employers are actually looking for is the certification. So you need to specifically, because these are totally tool-based solutions, so you need to have a relevant certification related to working of these tools, which could be Splunk, QRadar, Wazuh, or ArcSight, or even LogRhythm as well. So certifications play a very important role. And then expertise with using these SOCs, how quickly and accurately you are able to use this solution, and in what angles you are able to use that. Again, these things are very important. Next, You need to also have understanding about the network aspects, the basics of networking, the basics of the cybersecurity fundamental concepts, because these are the basic questions which are asked as a part of the interview for the SOC analyst role. So now we will discuss about the salary structure for the SOC analyst profile. So these are the statistics which are taken from the Glassdoor. Well, we have multiple other websites as well which will give the accurate, if not accurate to the certain extent, we have the salary structure profile. So let's have a look at in detail what this salary structure works about. So talking about the demand that we have, yes, SOC analyst profile actually has a very good demand, starting from a L1 profile till L3 and even SOC lead as well. So this profile is increasing day by day and the demand is huge at the global market as well. So talking about the salary structures that we have, yes, we have first is the SOC analyst profile. So that is the L1 profile, entry level profile, which you can see the price starts from $50,000 to $80,000 as entry level. Talking about L2 and L3 profile, also you can call as a senior SOC analyst profile, where the salary range starts from $90,000 to $130,000 approx. And then talking about the SOC manager, it's a very high level profile. So also it starts from $120,000 to $170,000, and even it can be more than that as well. So this is the expected salary ranges as well. Next, talking about the industries where security operations centers are used, it's not just limited to these. Every core sectors, medical, finance, defense sector, everywhere SOC profile is a mandatory profile, and it is a mandatory profile that needs to be implemented in every single organization because of the day-to-day increasing risk, cyber attacks that are ongoing. So to whom this training program is applicable? First is the students from the engineering background, or also students those who are pursuing backgrounds like BCA, MCA, or even computer science students are also eligible for this particular training program or the profile. And then entry level IT background professionals, those who are in the field like system administrators, we have network admins, we have database administrators, IT auditors, IT support specialists, and even DevOps engineers as well. So any of these profiles are also eligible to get into the SOC domain as well.